Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. 2 days ago, I received 2 large packages through the mail from Ohio from my sister-in-law. She had sent these dolls that her mother, my late mother-in-law, had gifted her. She had kept these dolls for 24 years and generously mailed them to me for my collection. I don't know what's in the boxes, so this is a wonderful surprise. Wow, I can see an Alexander doll already at the first look of the first doll at the top. Here's a ceremonial pillow at the top with, it looks like a queen's brooch. It is a crown definitely. And then there's a queen pin in here. They are individually placed in a Ziploc bag, and these are dressed in their original clothing, so it will be easy to identify them because they'll have a tag. And the first doll here that's coming up is Springtime, and she was issued in 1991 according to her label. The Springtime doll is about 8 inches in height and belongs to the Windy and Windykins collection. These are extra pair of shoes that belong to a larger doll. I have a doll stand here that says Madame Alexander. And the doll stand belongs to this doll, which says Cat on a Hot Tin Roof in its label, and she portrays Elizabeth Taylor in that movie. Here's Elizabeth Taylor out of her package, and she stands about 9.5 inches tall, and she's a lady type fashion doll, not like the 8-inch Windy, which is a toddler doll. This next doll is called Welcome Home, issued in 1991. This is the boy soldier. There is a girl soldier as well, which will be shown in the following frames. Inside his Ziploc bag is this 1991 Madame Alexander Premier basket, and also it has this toy truck, which is actually a military or army truck. And it goes really well with a boy soldier in this series. The next doll is also an 8-inch Welcome Home 1991 doll. She is a toy soldier that is the girl version of Welcome Home, and she is dressed the same way as the boy soldier. She has the backpack, boots, also her sleeping bag roll. She comes with a combat army vehicle and an airplane. The next doll is Queen Charlotte from the Portraits series. She is elaborately dressed in a coronation gown, and she has her crown with her. I think the pillow belongs to her since that's a coronation pillow. She wears red high-heeled shoes. Her gown is made of brocade, satin, and gold laces, and it is also embellished with pearls. She's very elaborately dressed with a cape as well. This is her back view, and she wears a blue velvet cape trimmed with lace and also fur. This next doll is Rhett from the Scarlet series. He is dressed formally with a hat, a jacket, long pants, and formal shoes, and his vest is elaborately embellished, and he wears a felt white hat. And he also has a mustache. And here inside you can see his elaborately embellished vest. And he definitely is dressed in the gentleman's southern style back in the historic days of old. This last doll in the box is called Polly Pigtails, and she is 8 inches in height. She is also dressed elaborately, and she's got this straw hat, and she has a yellow dress, and she's got this white pinafore that is of polka dot fabric, and also elaborately custom made doll stand. So let's move on to the next box. By the way, I will be showcasing these dolls individually. I believe that having an individual video for each one of these dolls will give them more justice in terms of how they look and how they are constructed, and also for identification purposes. From the top view, I can see that there is more of the Alexander dolls in these boxes. This is really generous of my sister-in-law to share her dolls with me. The first one up is called German, and that is her name, only German, and she is part of a costume doll series. She also stands about 8 inches in height. This next doll is Red. He is part of the Scarlet Jubilee 2 series, so he is a second version. This doll is called Riverboat Queen Lena, and she is dressed as a historic Southern belle in black and pink ensemble, and she also carries an umbrella. The dolls that have these booklets as hang tags also have descriptions on the dolls and also other collections. So this one will give you a catalog of the dolls released during this time. These 2 dolls are not Alexander dolls, but they are what is called souvenir dolls. And I have 2 of these, and they were made by Carlson Incorporated, and they are American based, and these dolls are costume according to Native Americans of the area. And this one is unusual in that she has a baby carrier, also a small baby doll at the back. But these dolls are elaborately costume, and their costumes and shoes are made of real leather, and these are also hand beaded, and they are really wonderful to look at. This is a close-up of the male Native American doll, and he too is costumed in real leather with hand beaded embellishments. This doll is called Wendy, and Wendy was from 1989. She stands about 8 inches tall, and I believe that to doll collectors, the 8-inch toddler type or girl type dolls like these types are known as Wendy or Wendykins, so she's very important to this collection. Here's the back view of Wendy, and her hat shows here the elaborate treatment of flowers and also a well-constructed garment. This doll is called My Little Sweetheart, and she's 8-inch also in height, and she's got this candy box with a ribbon in it, and she's got a really, really nice Valentine's theme outfit, and she's got the heart here at the front. And her hat also has that bow, and it repeats here at the back. I've not seen her before. This is the first time. This is Scarlet from the Scarlet series. She also stands at 8 inches, and here she is wearing her straw bonnet with green ribbons and also cotton print dress. and we probably remember this costume the most in the opening scenes of Gone with the Wind. This doll stands at 8 inches and is dressed like a bride, and her label says "Love is in the details," and her hang tag says 2002. The next doll has a dress tag that says "With Love," and she is a black doll and dressed as a bridesmaid. She's got roses or silk ribbon roses in her hair, and she also carries silk flowers as a bouquet. This doll is called Wendy's Puppet Show, and she is in a harlequin costume, and her costume has a colorway of pinks and lavenders, and she is very, very colorful to look at. Here's another version of the 8-inch Scarlet dolls, and this one again, part of the Scarlet series. She is wearing a white party dress. It's tiered, made of tulle and laces, and the ribbons are bright green, that of Scarlet's dress at her party scene in the movie Gone with the Wind. This 8-inch doll is called Easter Bunny, and she is in a bunny costume of white and pink gingham jumper, and she is carrying an egg basket, and it has a yellow chick in it, and at her feet another basket with natural eggs. And she's really costumed very, very well, and she also has a headpiece which has bunny ears in it. And again, she's got the sleep eyes like all of the dolls in this collection. The next two dolls are Halloween-themed dolls called Trick or Treat. This is Trick, and she is 8 inches in height, and she is costumed as a black cat. Her costume is a jumpsuit style of black velvet and lace, and she also has a tail in her costume, and she is wearing ribbons, orange ribbons in her hair, and there is an orange ribbon at her shoe, and it has a bell which is kind of cute, and at the end of her tail she also has an orange ribbon. This is Treat, and she is also 8 inches tall, and she's got a pumpkin velvet costume and tights and shoes to go with it, and she really looks really cute with this outfit. This is Charleston Girl. She is dressed as a flapper girl of the 1920s era, and she stands at 9.5 inches tall, and she is a lady type doll. This doll is called India, and she is part of a World Series offerings of dolls. She is a darker skin doll and in an Indian sari. This is aqua green in color and also white, very drapey sheer fabrics. This is another 8-inch doll called Winter Time, and she is dressed, of course, in a winter theme, and here you can see her elaborately made satin dress trimmed with white fur, and she is in a satin pair of boots. This is Little Miss Godey in 1992, and she is also an 8-inch doll. She is elaborately costumed as of the Victorian period. The last 8-inch doll is called Wendy Loves Being Best Friends. This doll is also elaborately dressed, and she's got a lot of ruffles, and she carries this pink belt bag that has rose embellishments on it. I would like to thank my beautiful sister-in-law Joanne for sharing and giving me these dolls, and I really, really appreciate her gift of love. Thank you, Joanne.